Welcome, viewers. Good morning, yes. Good morning and welcome to this morning's feed. Good morning, Vanita. Welcome. Got an interesting interview today with a wonderful personality, Paulini Love. Welcome. Good morning. Hope you all have been well. Hi, Vicky. Welcome to this morning's so-called Fiji scene entertainment. We've got a wonderful artist with us today. Please do share this feed amongst your family and friends so we can enjoy a healthy and a wonderful feed today. While Mr. Nehal is on the back screen sharing with his friends the feed, so am I. Hey, good morning. Good morning. How are you, sir? Welcome to this feed. Melody. Mr. Melody, how have you been? Hope everything has been good, sound and sweet. And it's a little bit chilly here in Sydney. But nevertheless, it's nice and amazing. And where are you guys hooking up from? And lovely. Where are you guys hooking up from? Let me know as we join in for a wonderful interview. And if you are watching this for the first time, do let us know where you are, hooking up with us. It's a wonderful piece of information that we'll be sharing today, and something interesting for that matter. A very good morning to you all, and my name is Param, and I'm watching from, I am actually watching myself on the screen, plus I am from Sydney, Australia. Where are you from? By the way, do let us know on the feed here. It's an interesting program today. I've got a young chap all the way from Fiji, live from Fiji, who's going to be talking to us about his inspiration. And hello, Rahul, namaskaram, and welcome to this program. Ito, Rawaimbula. Welcome, Vilavinaka, and joining me. For those who are joining in Fiji, it's probably about 9 a.m., pretty early, and I hope you guys have actually gone on, done your work, and started doing your gym work, etc. And if you're watching from the Canada or the United States, which is the Eastern Standard Time, I'd like to welcome you all. A very good morning and a good evening for myself, Param Shivan. If you're first time in this on watching this, please do subscribe to our channel, which is Fiji Indian TV, where we intend to bring some wonderful programs to you. So, nevertheless, today we've got a wonderful artist, and today I have a young chap all the way from Nauvoo, and he's the age of 22. He's an inspiration, and I'm sure he's going to be an inspiration to most of you out there who are trying to achieve something. So, if you've got a story that you'd like to share, hit me up, and I'm always here to take those stories forward. So, let's welcome Mr. Nehal. Nehal, welcome to the program. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Okay, and you've turned everything off. You already all your laptop is all powered up and geared up to go towards us. How have you been anyway? How's things over there?
I've been good. Everything is great. Just COVID. No, bucking up everything.
Okay. And what else has been happening over there? You in lockdown or are you moving around? What's happening over there? I can see you haven't got a mask on.
Yeah, we are in a lockdown. Like we cannot travel to Suva.
Yes.
So we only can travel to west side of Fiji.
West side of Fiji. Or you can go to Lotoka or any other side.
Yeah. Only Suva is in a lockdown.
Only Suva is in a lockdown. And what about your place? I mean, I believe you're from Nauvoo.
Yeah, there's only some cases in Nauvoo.
Some cases?
Yeah, there are some cases. Yeah.
So they've been obviously isolated in the Nauvoo hospital?
Yeah, some are isolated in Nauvoo hospital, but recently they are now quarantined at home.
Mm-hmm. So you're keeping safe, yeah?
Yeah. Taking all the measures.
Good. So tell the audience who are tuned in, and welcome to the program audience, and welcome to Nehal's friends. And if you are first time, please do share amongst your friends and family so we can create a lot of awareness amongst Nehal's friends and families. And Nehal, tell me, what have you been up to? Who are you? And so, people watching from abroad or watching from all over the place, you are on the computer screen or on their mobile phone, so they're seeing, and everybody goes, wow, Nehal's on some sort of a stream now. Okay, as Prashil Prasad Prash has actually said, wow. So they so let's tell me a little bit about yourself, what you've been up to, who you are, what you do, and things like that.
So I'm Nehal Chand. I'm 22 years of age, and I am from Nauvoo. Currently, I'm pursuing my career in accounting and management from the University of South Pacific, and I'm in my final years. And part-time, I'm also helping my dad in his business, which is Chaos, which name is Zentech Solutions. So yeah, that's it, and trying to help people to lose weight.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now you'd probably become an advocate. How long have you been doing this the weight loss things, Nehal?
I started my journey in 2018.
2018. Wow. And how old were you in 2018? So you do your maths, it's 2021, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I was 19 years old.
19. Wow. Yeah. So everybody watching this feed, do not take anything as a bread and butter, and anything under the age of 18, you have to take consultation from your dad or your mom if you listen to this interview, and do what Nehal suggests. So just be in mind, be wary of what Nehal's going to be saying today. So Nehal, how's the accounting course going at the moment? Are you doing it online via Zoom or something, or are you, because the classes are not...
currently it's online because face-to-face is not possible due to lockdown. So everything is online, and after next week, our next semester is starting.
Okay. So next semester you're back on?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Nehal, 3 years you decided to step into this so-called challenge. How did it come about? What happened? And run us through as to what happened in your life.
So, growing up, I always had a very low self-esteem, because of my weight and body shaming.
Yes.
But during my primary days, everything was normal. But as gradually I went to my upper level, like in the secondary school, then I started to experience this body shaming and teasing and everything. So, but at that point of time, I didn't give that much attention to it. But
Mm-hmm.
when I entered university in the year 2018, then I got to know there's so much of things which I can do, and just because of my weight, I'm not able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I started to have the chest pains, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because I was excessively overweight. I was 153 at that point of time, 153
153
kgs.
kilograms, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you now?
And I'm now 80 kilos.
80 kilos. How tall are you?
I am 180 centimeters.
So you're 6 foot basically. You're a tall chap, eh?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So what's your BMI looking like at the moment?
It's 25.
24. So it's still sitting in the perfect range, is it, at the moment? Did you manage to bring it
Yeah,
in?
yeah,
Okay. So when I'm
yeah,
talking these terminologies, ladies and gentlemen, you can Google what BMI means. And then the reason I'm speaking about this is because Nehal probably has done his homework and knows. And I do have a little
yeah.
bit of a science. I do have a little bit of a science background, so I have those questions wrapped up with me. Now, so when you what there was a trigger in your life. Something must have triggered that little trigger.
Yeah.
Something, just one thing that would have
You know,
triggered you.
sir, when you enter a university, you see a very different lifestyle.
Okay, you see all the
So it's
girls and all the
fashion.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah, the
I got
fashion
it.
and
I got it.
everything. Yeah. And I was sitting there, all
Lonely.
chubby, and everybody was saying you are cute and everything. But in my head, I wanted to, explore everything in life.
Yeah.
So I decided to go to the gym. I was very embarrassed to join my university gym because almost everyone, I knew everyone over there. So I
Yeah.
was very shy to go there. So I researched about more gyms in Suba. Then
Mm.
I found about this gym, Metro Gym.
Yeah.
I still remember the date. It was 12th of April. I
Okay.
went to I went to Metro Gym and I did workout and everything. And when I came out of the gym, all the cramp, I got all the cramp in my body. And
Mm.
I just sat there and I was like, literally, I was just crying.
Yeah. So
I'm
you
just
burnt all
19
your
years of
lactic
age.
acid.
Yeah, like I'm just 19 years of age and how unfit I am.
Mm-hmm.
So, so that's the time I started. I told myself that I need to do something.
Now, did you talk to your parents?
Then,
Did you take any consultation with a
yeah,
doctor or
yeah, I
something?
did. I had a conversation with my mom,
Yeah.
and then she told me that if you want to do it, you can do it. You just have to be headstrong for that.
Okay.
So I got her support throughout my journey. Like
Yeah.
she used to make my meals and all. And like 2 weeks, I used to be on a strict diet, and then from there, or if, one day I used to take out as a cheat day.
Okay. So we'll
So
go
that
with
all
the
those
diet.
things which I,
We'll go with the diet thing in a second. But my question to you
yeah,
would be: so you went to the gym and you started, but before the gym, did you take any doctor's consultation? Did you consult a doctor that I'm going to do this?
no, I didn't.
You didn't. You were so
Yeah,
furious and you were so excited and you wanted to
yeah,
get that weight down. So, and
that
then
drives us on, to
the
lose weight.
driver's on. So you did a little bit of research, or did you started hitting up websites and seeing what people are doing
Yes,
and
I
stuff?
did. I started to see videos on YouTube on how to
Mm.
lose weight and some of the tips, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all those things helped me a lot.
And then you
And
came
also
back
it gives you
home.
motivation.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah. If you see
Yeah,
someone slim and nice and good looking, in
yeah,
good physique, I suppose it boosts your morale, and you see the next person that's looking fit and fiddle, and you go, I
yeah,
want to look like that as
exactly.
well. So you came to your
Yeah,
mom and you said, look, so Ronald, in Indian households there's chapati, and there's always roti in
yeah.
the
It was
morning, and
really
there's
hard.
always rice and meat,
Yeah,
and
I
it's a
had
good
to
meal.
give up. I had to give up on carbs, like
So what
roti,
did you do
roti,
the
rice,
first
and
thing?
bread.
What did you do the first thing? You threw your bag when you came to the gym. From the gym, you were tired up and you're all lactic acid burnt
Yeah,
up. You threw your bag and you said
yeah.
to mom, "Cook these." What did you do? What was the biggest change you do in your life as far as meals are concerned?
Actually, I have changed my life. Like I don't eat carbs like every week now.
Yeah.
I just have it certain days, and I think it's really important, to have a balanced and healthy lifestyle.
Hmm.
So what I found out is that carbs is not good for my body. It leads to weight gain very fast.
Okay. So
Yeah.
anybody in your family has got any weight issues?
Actually, a few years back, my sister, she also went on a weight loss journey. She lost
Okay.
around 30 kilos as well.
Wow. So you're
But this
both
time
in.
I was in my own zone, you know.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
secondary school, I was in my own zone.
yeah. And so
Uh,
gradually, as you started losing weight, did people start noticing it?
yeah, they did.
Yeah,
And like they were really shocked, you know, because I just had a routine. I was going to my classes. Then after
yeah.
classes, I used to hit the gym, and then from gym home, you know. So in that period, I was not mingling around with anyone.
Hmm.
So after like 6 or 7 months, when I met them, everybody was just shocked, you know.
Yeah. So they must have been asking you, "Hey, come on, tell us, how did you do it? How did you do it?" Now,
Yeah,
are things like this big in Fiji, like where people decide to lose weight and look good, physically good, and dress nice clothes? Is it a norm out there? Is it a big thing in Fiji, or how is it at secondary school level?
yes. At secondary school level, yes, I would say people they are more into fashion and all. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll see when there is mufti or any special events, how people used to dress, how they take interest, you know, in
Yeah.
dressing up and all. But you see another level when you hit your university.
Yeah, and then you see all different
Yeah,
sorts of people, and you walking around, and you
yeah,
probably didn't. Now, it's not an easy thing to lose weight, and those who are actually
yeah. It's
going through
not.
this. So you were in a little zone in the very beginning. Now, tell me, run me through what was your diet like when you were a kid, like when you're 3 years prior to losing weight. What was your diet like? What did you eat? Cakes and whatever.
I think the I used to eat everything, but I think the main reason I used to gain weight was overeating. I used to overeat every day.
So what
You
did
know,
you eat? Anything? Like
anything.
were you
If even
high
if
in sugar or high in
yes,
drinks, soft drinks,
I have
or
a very bad sweet tooth.
okay?
So sugar is the must. It was must in my diet, you know.
Yeah.
Ice
So
cream and all the junk food.
chips,
I
potato.
used to carry all the junk food in my bag, always.
So chips and everything.
Yeah. And during recess and lunch in school,
Yeah.
you know, I used to eat that oily stuffs and
Yeah.
all candies.
Candies and lollies and you
Yeah.
name it. You stacked them up in. What about biscuits, sweet biscuits and stuff like that?
Yeah, biscuits as well. I used to keep them in my bag. You know, when I'm bored or something, I used to just munch around.
Yeah. What about soft drinks and stuff like that? Did you were you high on that? Like
Yeah,
soft drinks.
especially in hot days. And you know how the weather in Fiji is, you know?
Yes, yes, pretty humid. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So so you gave everything up bang on now. So what do you
yeah.
normally drink these
Like
days?
I
What do you
was
drink?
usually now I drink chia seeds in water. Like it's my favorite now,
Yeah.
and it's really healthy, you know. And as
Okay.
soon as I wake up, I drink chia seeds with water. You know, it makes.
Wow. So, what time do you start an exercise pattern in the morning? Like you wake up, you go for a walk, or what do you do these days?
So like everybody has their different body type, you know, and
Yes.
their different comfort level. For me, if I will wake up early to do a workout or any set of, you know, or maybe keeping anything,
Yeah.
my entire day will be spoiled. You know, like I'll be having headache and like I won't be feeling good.
Hmm.
So for me, I love to work out at night
Okay.
after everything. You know, after my dinner and everything. Then I just walk out, have a good shower, and then I rest.
So you've got a little bit of a gym set up at home or something like that. What do you do?
Nah, I don't have a gym setup at home, but I have few, you know, dumbbells and all. I just use them.
Exercise. Do you do any high
Yeah.
intensity exercises?
I used to do it when gym was open, but
Yeah.
recently it's closed, so
So
I'm
recently
not
it's
doing it.
closed. I know a lot of things has changed. Are you actually maintaining that input and output, like your energy in, energy out? Is there an equilibrium at the moment, or are you putting up a bit more?
Yeah,
Have you put
I'm
in?
trying to. I'm giving my best to do it, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's not possible, you know.
Well, look, it's. I mean,
Yeah,
I can understand that you're saying not possible in these days, but nothing is
yeah,
impossible. Possible, as you know. So, what do
yeah.
you carry on? Do you carry on a lot of water? Are you a big
Yes, I do.
advocate?
Like,
Water,
yeah,
no drinks, soft
I have
drinks.
3 liters. I have 3 liters of water per day.
Yeah,
So it's easy for me when I wake up to finish 1.5 liters before my
yeah.
breakfast. I try to sit
Wow.
down slowly. I'll sip my water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then
So,
for the rest of the day, only 1.5 will be left.
so have you been to the doctors and checked your bloods and everything like that since then, or at all?
Yes, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Everything was normal.
So you started having shortness of breath, as you're saying that when you were going up
Yeah,
the
when
hill.
I was 153.
Yeah. And like you felt like you don't have any breath, or you just can't move to the next step.
Yeah, yeah. And like
Describe
I
this.
was
Can
just
you
lying in the
describe that
bed.
feeling? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that go through this thing. Can you describe me that feeling?
Yeah.
I've never been overweight, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, sorry.
It's really bad.
Yeah,
I just hope that everybody can have that strong mind, to lose weight because that
yeah.
feeling is not good. Yeah, it is definitely not good because you will have very low self-esteem. And I remember in back in my secondary days when there used to be competitions. I want to take part in that competitions, but I was nervous to go on the stage to receive prizes if I win anything. Because if I'll go on the stage, the students will laugh at me. They will
Wow.
make jokes out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
do
I
you?
just used to sit back and watch. That's it.
Wow. So do you play any sports or anything like that?
I'm not that much into sports. No.
What about an artistic point of view? Do you do any artistic work or like fashion design, or what's your other interest apart from studying and about money?
Actually, I love traveling
Yeah.
and exploring new places and exploring new cultures.
Yes, yes. So when did you
And
go to
with that,
Dubai?
I have been
Dubai or India?
Dubai.
When did
I
you go?
mean, in 2019.
And what
Yeah,
was it part
actually,
of?
in 2018.
Yes.
In 2018, I went to India. I was selected for a exchange program.
Mm-hmm.
I went there for 2 months in Chennai,
Did you learn
and
any
I
South
was
Indian
I,
words?
I did some, but it was really hard to communicate over there, because
So how
Hindi
did,
is also not
yeah, how did
that
you
much
adapt the diet over
preferred
there?
over there.
Because that would have been a different diet for you.
I was not on a diet when I went to India. I was just eating and eating. But surprisingly, when I came back, I lost around 6 kilos. I don't know how, but I did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's your metabolism changes, I suppose.
Yeah.
So you haven't been to any doctors, you haven't had any blood tests, and nothing.
No. Like after my weight loss journey, then I went to them. I had my blood test.
Yeah, it's all good now, sweet.
That's what I'm telling you. I had that drive to lose weight.
Yeah, yeah. But what would you recommend people who are starting to lose weight? Would you recommend to go and see a physician, a doctor, or someone at least before they go into a weight loss program?
Yes. Yes. It's really important. It's really important to consult a doctor before you go on a weight loss,
Yeah,
journey
yeah.
because some people they have thyroid as well. They have different kind of problems.
Yes, yes,
So it's better to consult a doctor.
yes. So you have actually researched a bit as to how it affects your metabolism and what organs affect your metabolism. So when you're probably talking to your families and friends, they probably go, "What? What are you talking about?" All those terminologies that you
Yeah,
used. He goes, "What?" And you go, "Yeah, it's here. Those two little glands here." You go, "What? Equanchi?" They don't know, do they? Until they're
yeah.
on medication and they go, "Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
they
okay."
do. When they ask me how you lose weight, then I tell them you have to increase your metabolism. Then they tell me how. I say you have to drink a lot of water. You have to drink black coffee with.
Okay, he's actually he's actually just dropped out for some reason there, as usual. Sometimes when you're on the phone, I suppose someone calls you. So if someone calls you, the calls drop out. So it's an inspiring story. Any questions you would like me to ask Nehal, you're welcome to on the feed here. Just type in and ask him the questions when he comes back to the feed. So yes, do ask him any questions, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be there's some of you out there are trying to actually go through this weight loss program or trying to lose some sort of a weight. And as you can see from the photograph over there, I will be going through some photographs soon of his transformation. But at the moment, as you can see on the screen there, his photo over there, And I'm a big advocate of losing weight and keeping fit and encouraging people to look after their health. The best, the better. So if you have got any issues, if you he has been a great help. Well, thanks, Prashnil, for letting me know. Of course, when a person goes through transformation or some sort of a change in their life, they become, they start preaching you about how about their journey. They'd like to share about their journey, and it's an interesting story when they start sharing about the journey. And I thought this was a very good story, and why not? Let's share it amongst the family and friends, so that when you out there who are watching this program or watching this delayed cast, you would also think, okay, wow, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. So he's probably trying to ring up unless his battery is run down. I don't think it's the internet, but pretty sure he'll be back soon. So, yes, good morning and welcome to this program. And my name is Param, and I am hooked up here on waiting for Nehal to come in, as he may be having problems. So, sleep though. Oh, okay. Do welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We'll welcome your family and friends to watch this feed as I am waiting for Nehal to pop in. And let me see where has he disappeared to. I don't think there's anything dramatic happening. So something must have happened over there. Something must have happened. Yes, either one of the batteries have gone flat. So it's interesting to see those people. Actually, it's kind of early in the morning, and here in Sydney, it's like 7:22. Delayed cast is running what time it is, and it's overseas. It's a different time. And in Fiji, it's like 9:22. And I'm just wondering sometimes, what do people do at this time of the morning in Fiji with the lockdown? Are they sleeping? Are they, or are they working, or are they going for a walk? What have they been doing? Okay, so waiting. What's happened to him? Let's see. I don't know where is he. I can't see him in the stream, so he's saying he's in the stream. Nevertheless, I think he's popped out for something. He hasn't popped out. He's there it is. He's calling in again. Okay, so he must have just dropped out. Yeah, you just dropped out there, Nehal. What happened? Maybe someone was trying to call you.
No. I don't know. It was reconnecting.
Oh, was reconnecting. Then it's probably the Wi-Fi and probably the. Have you switched off the Wi-Fi hotspot? Switched it off.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, yeah, that's probably would. No, well, so let just
I'm really sorry for that, man.
okay, that's okay. Turn a little bit so you got you've turned the camera a little bit. You gotta go a little bit that way. Okay, so you got a bit to the left. You're sitting a little bit. You gotta go to the bit. That thoda left me job na. Yeah, that's better. So yes, we were discussing about it. It happens actually, the internet in Fiji. Happens. It happens like that, and So going back to the topic, we were talking about your discussion of the overseas trip, and when you came back, you lost all that weight, and and being in Chennai, Chennai, they've got a lot of lovely food, lovely high carb diet.
Yeah, and spicy food as well. Really
Spicy food as well. So, did you go on behalf of a youth program or something like that? What was it?
So it was a exchange program. So Fiji, like in Fiji, I went through an organization in Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
So in Fiji, there were none of the youths they went abroad, for a exchange program. And
So who pays for your airfare and accommodation and everything?
It's partially funded. The accommodation and the meals are provided. It's just you need to pay for your airfare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I went over there, and it was really hard to adjust at first because
Yep.
from Fiji to India there is a drastic change over
Yes, yes,
there.
yes. So Nehal,
So it
we'll
takes
quickly
time to
run.
do.
We'll quickly run through those photographs and those transformations. So you'll run me through as
Yeah.
I switch on the photographs, and we'll run it through. So this is here. How old are you here?
I was in Form 6. I
From
was
six.
around 17 years, I guess. Yeah, 17.
Stylish, when you get your hair cut, you want to get that
Yeah.
short on the side. So is this where it all started from?
No, after 2 years of this photograph.
After 2 years of this, so you
Yeah.
okay? And you were you 150 kilos over here then?
Yeah, I must be roughly in 140, 148 or 147 at that point of time.
Okay,
But
okay.
gradually it increased, when I
Yeah.
went to uni.
And is this where you were the heaviest?
Yes, this was at the New Year's party
Yes.
in Uprising
Yeah.
after finishing my Form 7.
Okay. And you look a little bit darker in the photograph. It is a photograph, or were darker back then?
I was dark, that all toxic and everything,
It's
when
very
a weight is
important. It's very important that people realize this, because it's not some sort of a makeup that you've done. It's the
yeah,
transformation from inside which has changed the look of
yeah.
Artan. And I think it's very important that people see this. And that's why I ask you,
And
were you always darker?
that's why it's really important, to drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
It removes all the toxins from your body,
So you
and it
haven't
will
lost
glow
that.
your face.
You haven't lost that, have you? The style.
Uh,
Which,
no, I haven't.
which says I'm cool and I'm okay, even though. So you were here the heaviest.
Yeah,
Okay. And what about here? What's happened here? Yeah, oh, yummy cake. It's on your birthday.
yeah. So this was my first cheat day when I started my weight loss journey on my
Ah,
birthday,
okay. And when is your birthday? Which month?
May 3rd.
May 3rd. Okay, so you're Taurus like me. Okay. Well, Tauruses
Yeah,
have a sweet tooth and they have the tendency to put
yeah,
on weight
exactly.
there. Yes. So this is your treat. This was your big treat. Did you finish the cake, by the way?
I think I just had 2 slices.
Two
Yeah, that's it.
slices. And when was this here?
This was in 2019.
Yeah, 219. So that
Before
was
I
a
went to Dubai.
was a very quick transformation here. So this would have been
Yeah,
the first leap or the change from the other photograph to this one. And what did people say when
yeah.
you started doing this? Did your clothes change?
Yes, I had to change my entire wardrobe.
What
My
did you do with the
entire clothes. I
clothes?
had to. I distributed it.
You distributed it someone that would fit into it. So then your clothes would
Yeah,
have got expensive because you become a little bit stylish over here based on your
yeah,
body type and your physique.
definitely.
Yeah, then you started going into those expensive shops and start picking up all those clothes that fit according.
Yeah,
So
my
you were doing,
expenses.
were you building muscles as well over here?
Actually, I'm still trying to build muscles, because when you lose a lot of weight, you have the problem of loose skin. So I
So
was struggling with it, but
yeah,
now I'm getting over it.
sorry, I missed that part there. What did you say before that? When you lose those weight?
When you lose massive amount of weight, you'll
Hmm.
have a lot of loose skin in your body.
Okay, 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 okay.
Yeah. So for that, you need to tone up. You need to use a lot of weight in your training, and everything. So before COVID, I used to train with one of my personal trainers, but
Yeah.
COVID has spoiled everything.
So what's in that red bag over there?
Red bag. Oh, it was my graduation gown for Form 7.
Ah, okay. You in Form 7 back then.
Yeah,
So these photos are 2 years apart, I believe.
yeah,
Wow. You can see the big transformation. Probably some people will not even recognize you. Because you were
yeah.
tall as well, isn't it? You were kind of tall as well. And here it is. When is this?
This is just a few months back.
Just few months back.
Yeah,
What a transformation from here, back in here, and here. So this is where you lost so much weight within the 3 years, 153 to 80 kilos. And of
Yeah.
course, what way is this photo from?
So for this one, I was invited as a chief guest in my own school
Yeah.
for the prefect's induction.
So can I ask you what waist size were you in the beginning?
Before,
Yes.
I was 55.
What? 55?
55.
You can fit your whole self in 55 now, can't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
And now, what are you, like 32?
34.
34, okay. I mean,
34.
it's good to see you've lost that much weight and you still have a smile on your face. But losing that much weight, it's kind of for a Fiji, for someone in Fiji, because I always follow a good story. If there's a good story, I'd like to establish it and process it and bring it further. And I've always thought that there is people out there are not actually doing things like that. But it's amazing that the
Yeah.
social media platforms and the internet has brought so much information in Fiji that people are actually utilizing that and so forth. It's pretty good. And now you become I sort of a little lecturer. You go around lecturing people, eh?
Yeah.
Do you get invited? Do you get invited to gyms or talks and stuff like that pre-COVID?
I haven't been invited yet, but
Hmm.
I may get invitations. As I said, COVID has spoiled everything. I had also few trips planned on my list this
Yes.
year,
Yep.
but all has cancelled.
Okay. And what about radio stations or television stations, like that run programs in over there? Are they keen into you, the loss of the weight and things like that?
I haven't got any approach yet, but
Mm-hmm.
if they'll approach me, definitely I would love to share my experience.
Yeah,
Because
there's a good story. If
people,
there's a good story, they should be shared. I suppose I don't know what they're showing over there on television, so I wouldn't know.
I think obesity is one of the major issues between youth.
Yes. Okay. Okay. In Fiji, and nobody's
Yeah,
doing anything about it. So have you got a little
yeah.
website, or have you got anything set up where you can bring your friends or all the other people that are actually going through that? Do you get messages? Hey, I'm doing this. What shall I do? And things like that.
So a few months back, I posted my transformation journey on
Hmm.
TikTok,
Hmm.
and from there, I got around 100 messages, from people,
Wow.
more than
Wow.
100 messages
Yep.
on how to lose weight, and it shows that how people are struggling with weight issues.
Hmm. Hmm. What do you tell them? Just cut your rice and your chapati and the soft
Yeah, I think
drinks.
that's the major one. Yeah,
Yeah.
before you lose weight, you need to have a very balanced mindset and a very strong mindset. If you want to do it, you shouldn't give any excuses to it.
So was there a moment in your life you thought, "Oh, I can't do this. I can't go with this. I can't do this. I mean, I'm tired of going to the
Many
gym."
times,
Did you
many
like
times.
throwing it back, all that back? And sometimes what happens is people go back into it.
Yeah,
They go
but
back
I
into it.
think the major drive was my progress. I used to measure my weight every day. I
Mm-hmm.
used to see how my body is changing and what's my weight like.
Mm-hmm. I
So
suppose every day you
the
wouldn't see
weight,
much of a difference. I can see you were quite obsessed when you say every day. I mean, you won't see much of a
yeah,
changes apart from the fluid loss in your system. But
yeah,
if you leave it for a couple of days and have a look at it, then you'll probably see some changes over there. Now, those people that are
yeah.
watching this program, what would you like to tell them? If they're trying to lose, especially if they're in Fiji, and if they reach out to you, what would you like to tell them about a weight loss program or a weight loss thing?
The first thing is just to get a correct mindset. If you want to do it, please don't go back. And some people they go to gym for 1 or 2 hours, then after gym they drink milkshake and other stuff. It's all
Mm,
wasted. All the hard work is wasted.
it's
If you
just
want to do
wasted.
it, have a right mindset, correct mindset, and you have to be strong mentally before you hit the gym or work out.
So you've
And
got a little
just
diary kept. Did you used to keep a little diary every day? What you used to eat?
yes, I used to write what I eat.
Hmm.
That days when I was trying to lose weight.
So you still got those old diaries?
Yeah.
Probably
memories.
one day, probably someday you'll publish those, into a little book and share it amongst your families and friends just to look where I've achieved. It's a very good achievement because, I mean, as you said, obesity is a rise. Yeah, those people would probably watch this or would somehow or the other stumble into this feed here. Who is trying to lose weight or who want to reach weight. Would you be able to help them? Are you reachable? How do they reach you for some sort of a guidance or some sort of a help?
Yeah, when they usually message me on Facebook or Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
I talk to them and personally message them, and I ask about how their routine is, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and how much weight they want to lose. So
And
from
are
there,
these
I
people
guide
over
them.
the age of 18? Are these people over the age of 18?
Yeah, some are at the age of over 18, but majority are from universities.
Okay, okay, so they're over 18 because
The
under the
majority,
age
yeah.
is 18 is probably a classified ages where they are not good to taking or absorbing in information, such as trying to lose weight because they could go to the
That's what I was
extreme.
telling. At the before, under 18, you're on your own bubble.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
Because they could go to the extreme. Now, tell me, in Fiji, are there any high cases or known cases of anorexia in Fiji?
from me, I don't know about these the cases, but
Okay,
according to my knowledge, no.
not much. I suppose
Yeah.
it's the lifestyle and the mental status as well. At the moment, the COVID is going. Now, what would be a particular routine exercise that you would recommend people, or would say, look, you should do this if you're trying to lose weight or trying to, some sort of a balance in the weight. People are home. People can't go out.
Yeah.
They have to put a mask on.
Yeah, I would say just wear out yourself. If you're doing gardening or maybe just take a walk for an hour,
Hmm.
or if you like skipping, just wear it out and just try to eat less than what are you eating. You know,
Because if you're home at the
so
moment
that
watching television and watching certain programs, then you do binge eating. You fry
yeah,
stuff, fry dalo, fry kasara, gulgula and
yeah,
halwa and all the good stuff. You know what I mean? People tend
yeah,
to
and
do
it's
that.
very important. It is very important to keep yourself busy.
Mm.
When you are bored, you will think about food.
Yes, yes. Well, I've heard Fiji, the sugar is very expensive in Fiji at the moment, although sugar is grown in Fiji. It's a local
Yeah, yeah,
product, but it's very expensive. And I think people should learn from that it's expensive. Let's cut it out because
yeah,
sugar is the major killer and it's the major cancer in some
yeah.
modern day cancer. So, but then again, I suppose it's the norm. People are used to it. It's very hard when you ask them to take sugar out of their diet because they are so
Yeah,
used to
it's
it.
really hard. It's like a drug. You want to
Yes.
have it every day.
Yes, and the other thing I've noticed in Fiji is a high rise. A lot of people are getting into coffee shops and coffee and stuff like that. Do a lot of youth do that in Fiji at the moment?
Yes, they do. But for me personally, I don't drink much of coffee. I hate the smell of coffee. But before, I had to, drink black coffee before my workout.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but now I don't drink coffee. But majority of the youth, they're diehard fans of coffee. You know.
They've got a little lifestyle going there at the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah,
Oh, it's amazing. I never thought Fiji would be there because I mean, whenever I go to Fiji, I do look for a nice coffee, but it's very hard to find a nice coffee. I mean, I drink one coffee a day, but it's very hard to find a nice coffee. I mean, we're
yeah.
spoiled over here. That's why. So going ahead with your little journey, where would you want to take this? Are you still taking it somewhere, or you trying to be Mr. Universe? Are you going to build some muscles? How is it going to work out? Are you going to have six pack?
I'm trying to build more muscles. As I
Yeah,
told you, having the problem of loose skin.
yeah,
So yeah, in future, I'm trying to build muscles, and even I did a short course from Case Reserve University about designing a personal weight loss plan.
yeah.
And from there, I'm trying to help people and giving the personalized plans as well.
Mm-hmm. And so you have to constantly educate yourself as far as
Yeah,
the diet is concerned, the food they eat, the causes of the food. What about the medical condition, for example? Before they start any program, any sort of a weight loss
Yeah.
or weight gain program, there would be some sort of a consultation as far as in the blood works or the mental status or the health status of a person before they get into it. Because some
Yeah,
person
I think
could look normal and have a
yeah,
problem with the heart or something.
that's the number one point if you are designing anyone's personal weight loss plan. That's the number one point you need to go through their medical conditions.
Mm.
That's the number one rule which I have learned.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. So, are people spending money in as far as a weight loss program? How much does a gym cost over there if you go to a
For
gym?
us, USP students, our gym is free. It's free of charge because it is
Mm.
included in our general fees.
Mm-hmm.
But if you talk about normally, it's $60 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. And what is the busiest time? The morning or the afternoon over there?
it's the afternoon when
Afternoon,
people, get
everybody.
out of their work. Yeah, when everybody is free.
Yeah.
That's the
And what
peak
sort of,
time.
what look what sort of a population go to gym more? Like what ethnic personalities that go there? Because if you know the native Fijians, they're already muscular and they're already lean.
Yeah,
So you think it's all the Indians that usually go there, or
it's the Fijians. It's okay.
Fijians?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, because naturally they are very well toned, so you wouldn't expect that much to be in the gym because they haven't got much to
yeah.
do apart
They
from
probably maintain themselves.
What about the Indians?
Yeah, they are Indians, but if you talk about if I talk about in comparison, then I
Yeah.
think it's okay. They are more into gym and fitness.
Wow. Well, it should be the other way around, I reckon.
Yeah.
It should be the other way around
Even in
because.
our USP gyms, more of Islander students, from
Hmm.
Kiribati and Samoa, Tonga, they're also,
Okay.
doing gym and they're also motivated to go to the gym.
Okay. So you've got a little plan that you derive. How many times do you eat in a day?
I have all my 3 meals, but I just try to cover carbs in one meal.
So
Like
what
if
would your
it's
carb what would your carb be like? What would your carb content be? What do you usually use in Fiji?
that small we call piali, the bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, I just measure rice in that, and if I'm having roti, it will be half. But
Just a
the
half a
most
roti.
yeah,
Just half a roti or one roti.
half half a
Okay.
roti.
Okay.
Yeah. And the most healthy form of carbs, which I was recommended by my trainer, was sweet potato.
Sweet potato, kumala, as they call him in
Yeah,
Fiji.
yeah.
So your average day, what sort of a carb would you have? Would you have bread in it, or would you have just roti or rice?
I change it, so that
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bored of eating one thing every
Mm-hmm.
day. So I just change it.
And you have breakfast right on the time every day, or you skip breakfast?
It depends what time I wake up, Since it's
Mm.
COVID, there's nothing much to do and I'm on holidays at the moment. Semester
Yeah.
hasn't started. So, yeah, I just watch movies at night and I just wake up around 10 or something like that.
So today has been a bit early for you, eh? It's been a bit early for me as
Yeah.
well, but it's been a bit early for you. Um, so roti, half a roti, and you still eat. Now, towards the dinner, what do you usually have for dinner? I mean,
I
dinner is
usually have,
bedtime.
yeah, grill. I used to prefer grill. If I'm having chicken, I used to make grilled chicken or maybe a soup with a lot of vegetables.
So you
I try to
still
keep my dinner sharp
exercise.
too.
So you still
Yes,
exercise after your
every day.
dinner every day.
Yes, every day.
Okay, because if you look at it, dinner is something of a norm, or something like it has been going from ages in our life. It's a tradition to have dinner at a certain time of the evening. But if you think of it scientifically, you do not require too much of a dinner because you don't, especially carbs. You don't need carbs in the
Yeah.
evening because you're sleeping. I mean, you need some sort of a maintenance system going on into your body in the daytime
Yeah.
and in the morning time. And I see a lot of people don't have breakfast. Breakfast, they say, no, just have a coffee and they just start the day.
Yeah.
Where's the body? Now, do you have anything like intermittent fasting in Fiji?
Yes, I try to do that, and it
Yeah.
also gives wonder results.
Mm.
It depends on your body type.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, some people they work out in the morning and they get the best result out of them.
Mm.
Some they work out in the evening, at night time. Everybody has their different body types,
Mm.
and intermittent fasting I have tried it, but it gives the problem of gastric.
Ah, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah,
And a diet in Fiji is it's kind of different. So I suppose intermittent fasting will probably not work in Fiji.
yeah.
So do you guys adapt any Western diet? Like if you go on a diet plan like this, do you adapt any? Do you have lots of salads and things like that, or is it because
Yeah. When I'm on a strict diet, I just live on salad, chicken salad. That's it.
so salad is kind of big thing in the Fiji at the moment now, or is it still the roti and the chapati, the roti chapati
It's
and the
still roti and
rice?
the chapati.
It's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
people see me eating salad and they ask me, how can you eat salad? You
Mm-mm.
know, they say, I need my roti, I need my rice. But I tell them, if you want a
So
roti, then you can get anything.
an average guy your age, okay, in the morning, mummy has cooked you breakfast. What? How many rotis would they belt?
Per person,
Yeah, average guy your age,
around
how many?
three,
Three rotis.
three.
And what
Yeah.
does it equate to
But
in form of
it
carb?
also depends on the size of the roti.
Well, most of the rotis are medium to large. It's not small.
Yeah.
Because and how much does it equate to the amount of carbs? If people are listening,
If you're having one roti, I would say it will have around 60 grams of carbs, in it.
60 grams of
And
carb.
yeah, yeah. It's better to stay away from carbs if you are losing weight. And if you're trying to maintain your weight, then I
Yep,
guess you need to balance it off.
yep,
Try to have carbs in one meal per day.
yep.
That's it.
So I hope you've done the calculations roughly. Could you
Yeah,
roughly tell people out there that are watching this that if one roti is equal to roughly about 60 grams of carbs?
yeah,
Now, carb is obviously straight to the energy process. It's an energy
yeah.
either stored, but and if you're not using it, how long do they have to exercise before they lose that energy or one roti worth of energy?
1 hour, 60 minutes is recommended for it.
So if you eat one roti, which means you would need about 1 hour of exercise a day to lose it.
No, I'm talking about if you eat rotis one meal per day, it means three
Yeah,
rotis.
3 rotis.
Yeah,
And the 60 grams is still a quite a high number, isn't it, per day,
yeah.
age-wise? For the young
Really
people,
high.
it's probably one roti is okay per meal, but three
Yeah,
rotis is a lot of rotis. A lot of
it's a lot.
yeah, yeah. Because there's a rise of NCD, which is a non-communicable disease in Fiji at the moment. Sugar, high blood pressure,
Yeah.
sugar, obviously diabetes, and stuff like that. So I will be bringing some programs in regards to that. But as your point of view, what about rice? The little small bowl rice that you eat. How much carb does
Yeah.
that have?
If I compare rice and roti has a lot of gluten in it.
Yes, yes.
And if I compare it with rice, I would say it has 50 grams of carbs.
Yep.
And it is, if I compare both, I think rice is easy to digest as well.
Mm-hmm. It's got
Yeah.
other nutrients in it.
Yeah.
And so do you buy the rice which is local or is it imported?
It's local.
Local rice. Okay, I've lost him again. Interesting over there, getting those facts and figures, and I hope you guys. I would love to invite him sometimes after COVID. Yes, of course, you can invite him after COVID, my friend. Yes, I lost him again. He'll call back again. It's always due to the frequency of the internet in Fiji. So, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know if you've got any information as far as programs like this. If you got anybody that has got an inspiring story that can basically, the reason is I'm not touching too hard into some of the stories is because Sometimes people are not roti stop kandai. Roti stop kandai ka. Roti stop kandai ka. I have to. Could you just reframe that question, John, as to what you mean? I just roti stop kandai ka. As to what I understand is if you stop the roti, kandai ka. So let me know. What actually do you mean? Roti stop kandai ka. Kam roti stop a car. I didn't understand it. You have to you have to re-emphasize on the question so I can understand. While I get Nehal back in and wrap up this. Wrap up this. Yes, I didn't understand the question there, John. So yes, it's very interesting. I mean, such Indians in Fiji and abroad are used to eating roti and bread and rice, and that is the Indian staple diet. And if you look at the Japanese diet, should I stop eating roti? Well, my friend, depends how much roti are you getting the roti there, and how much roti are you eating per day. If you want to lose weight, if you want to trim up, if you want to lose that belly fat, carb is the way. As you get older, ladies and gentlemen, if you get older, your metabolism slows down. Now, these days, with the availability of internet, you can search and you can see how much carbs is contained and how much carb is required. And there's a high number of people in Fiji who has got thyroid problems. Now, thyroid controls the metabolism, and a good doctor will tell you about thyroid and investigation about it. It's not just medication; it's also about diet. A lot, as you can see, I asked a question about to Nehal about his the looks, the color, the texture of his skin. And as you can see in the earlier photos, he was quite dark, and then now he's more lighter. So those are the things that you normally see when a person goes through a diet, the transformation that you usually see. And if someone says to me, completely stop roti, I don't know. I mean, it all depends on your metabolism. If you metabolize really well, then I would suggest. Now, Nehal, sorry, I think you dropped out again. Okay. It's the
Yeah.
internet. We always knew that anyway. So, someone's actually asked me, should the person stop roti? Now, what would you say to that?
I would say you don't have to stop eating roti, but for a certain period, if you're trying to lose weight, just give up on roti. Then after that, you can continue with the roti, but have it in limit.
Limit. So you have about half a
Yeah,
roti a day, and half a
yeah,
roti in an. Now, I think a lot of thing comes parcel. It's part and parcel. The problem is usually part and
yeah,
parcel of it, and usually when a roti comes, if you have to eat half a roti, and you've got a really nice curry out there, then obviously
yeah,
you need to have more roti. A lot of people cook nice
yeah.
curries, but you can't have half a roti with a nice curry, can you?
Well, if you are dedicated to something and you have a strong mind, you will be able to do it.
Well, the other thing is those ones who are cooking for them. I would suggest, and if you've got if a person is on a diet, and if a person is trying to survive on a diet with a half roti, give them some salad. Have something on the side that
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
that not you cook a really nice curry, and of course you have to smash it with the rice, a bowl of rice, and a second bowl of rice, or a third bowl of rice, and then once you've eaten, then you go, oh man, I feel like throwing up, and basically it
yeah.
just goes and just sits up in your stomach. There's so many foods which are wonderful. Now tell me your list of foods that is your favorite. I know you're not eating that. I know you're probably
Yeah.
not eating those things. What tops your list? Come on. What
The
foods you
top
love?
one is I love lamb barbecue. Like I
Baba.
can eat that every day, but unfortunately I cannot.
Yeah.
And pizza, pasta, lasagna, all this
Wow.
food.
You've
I
got
just
all the
love
good
it.
ones.
Yeah,
What about curry? What about curry? Tarkari.
yeah, curry is there,
Yeah.
but not much.
Not much.
Yeah,
Fried stuff. Fried stuff. What about drinks?
drinks. You mean alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to drink. The hard drinks like gin and other stuff.
You like the hardcore stuff, eh? The gin and the
Yeah,
whiskeys and the vodkas and all that.
Yeah.
And do you drink though? Do you pollute yourself now with the
Yes,
clean
I do.
system?
Yes, I do, but occasionally. Like
Okay.
some people, they have the habit of drinking every weekend.
Yes, 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 yes.
But
Every
for me, it's
weekend.
only occasionally. Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Got you. So it's interesting how people should eat and should not eat because if you're trying to lose weight, someone like Nihal, who's lost about close to about 70 kilos over there, isn't it? Yeah, it's about close to 70 kilos, and you have to change all your wardrobes and get into something different at the moment. And it's a very interesting story there, especially from Fiji. And I always say to people that if you've got a really good story, you should say it with us. Now, what are other recommendations that you would suggest to people out there, Nehal? Especially, look, face it. We live in a family. We about 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 or extended family in Fiji. Rice and roti are the main things. Okay,
Mm.
so bread is also there, but I don't know what the Indian households or the Indian households have these days. Do they have bread or they still have roti? I don't know.
Yeah.
If it is, then it's probably 2 or 3 rotis a day, and then they parcel the roti, and then the evening is probably rice. And some people
Okay.
like roti, some people like rice. So everybody has a different choice as to what they're going to
Yeah.
eat. So you say you don't eat roti or rice in the evening.
No, I don't. I usually have my carbs in lunch. That's it.
Hmm. So what about proteins? You mentioned a lot about carbs. What about proteins? How do you get your
Yes,
vitamins and minerals?
my protein, my protein intake is really high. And I also, after my workout, I have my protein shake as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, so after my workout, I will always have my protein shake and I always try to keep my diet high in protein. I have grilled chicken, fish, you
Yes.
know, with dal.
So
Like
how do
dal is
you
one of the
most favorite?
yeah
How do you, how do
good
you
meals in.
how do you incorporate other minerals like minerals which your body requires? Obviously, not just carb and proteins. You also
Yeah.
require other
Uh,
vitamins and minerals.
yeah, you can have nice salad with it for fiber, and other stuff.
And
You
what
you
about
need to
fruits?
balance it out. Fruits, yes, but I think you can have fruits, but excessive use of fruits is also not good. It also
Mm.
contains sugar. Natural
Fiji, there's
sugar, I
little
think
nice
natural sugar, yeah,
popos,
but you
and
also need to have fruits, in balance.
yeah. Do you eat fruits?
Yes, I do.
Okay, which one's your favorite? Like, what would you normally eat with this program of yours?
Watermelon. I love watermelon.
It's a sweet.
Yeah,
It's a quick release of sugar, as they say.
yeah. Just a small piece.
Just a small piece to get by. Now, if you
Yeah,
go to a dinner, would you still have dessert? The lifestyle. Once you start losing weight, you dress up, you got friends, you go
yeah,
to a different, you go in a different zone. You have a different friends,
yeah,
you have a different type of friends. Your lifestyle changes, your outlook, your thought process changes, and you start hanging around with friends which are totally different to a normal lifestyle. So your food
yeah.
changes. And so, do you have any little desserts, like a little, cheat when you're having, dining with some friends in the evening or something?
Yes, I do. But the next day I have to hit up the gym again and burn more calories.
Burn more calories. It's a constant
Yeah,
process, isn't it?
yeah. If you're intaking so much calories, you have to lose it, the next day.
Yeah. I think a lot of people out there probably don't know what calories are, or if they do know calories are, some say we know what calories are, but on average, a person doesn't calculate, how much calorie they need. And they could always, the mind is such they'd like to eat things. We love to eat, but they don't realize where it's all going after that. The mind wants to
Yeah.
eat it, but it's the body that's got to suffer. Well, Nihal, it's been good talking to you, and a few other things
Same
is
here.
like, if would you like to, apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for the dropout a little bit. It can happen due to the frequency of internet in Fiji, but nevertheless, we managed to do with the true dropouts. It's pretty good, and being on a Wi-Fi, it makes it difficult as well. So, your word of advice to those people, and how would they like to get in touch with you and those transformations they've seen with you? Would you be able to help them? They could reach out to you, and you would provide them some sort of a help.
Yes, of course. If they want to lose weight, just try to contact me on Facebook or Instagram,
Yep.
and I'll definitely try to help you from there.
So you are known as Nehal Chand. Yeah.
Nehal Chand.
Nehal Chand on Facebook as well as Instagram.
Yes,
Okay. And you on TikTok as well?
yes. I'm on TikTok as well. Nehal underscore Chand 99.
99. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. If you need to get some sort of information regarding losing weight, if you saw something today that you would say, okay, yeah, hang on, I'd like to talk about it, do not go in silence and do not stay there as Nehal did as a young kid. You know, he was feeling very shy. And he looked around all the people around the university and thought, hang on, I'm the outcast over here. And he took up a challenge. And the challenge was where he is now, lost about 70 kilos. And that changes a lot of lifestyle in you, Nehal. Your look, your outlook on life, your thought process. Now, did it change your thought process as well?
Yes, it did a lot.
Hmm.
Especially when I came back from my first trip from India, my first
Hmm.
international trip. I got to learn so much of things. I
Hmm.
got so much of confidence, and I got so much of lessons in life.
Hmm.
So, and then after that, I got more opportunities to work for different groups,
Hmm.
and still I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn different things and trying to educate myself with different type of lessons.
Hmm. And do you belong to any sort of a youth group out there?
Yes, I was working in ISAC. It was the world's largest run organization.
Hmm.
So I was working as a member committee vice president here in Fiji.
Hmm.
And then I'm also Global Peace country director
Hmm.
for Fiji. And I'm currently working for Road Trek as well.
What is it? Road track.
Road Trek.
Okay, okay, sounds good. Well, but once you finished your degree, I suppose you're going to be in a position to, with the management degree, and as
Yeah.
far as finance is concerned, balancing that, would you open your own business or something like that?
We already have a family business, so I'm planning to just carry it and
Just carry on with the family business, and
try
then
to expand.
on the side, you'd be doing this, I suppose,
Yes, yes.
health certificating, and now should an opportunity arise for you to lead a youth group, would you be keen?
Yes, definitely. Why not?
Okay, sounds cool. Sounds cool. Well, it's been wonderful talking to you, and I hope some people would make some sense out of it, understand your journey, and as I said to many people, that it's not a very big, hard hitting. Okay, he's asked me, a friend of mine has asked a question: how much calories does Nehal eat in a day, and how much does he burn in a day through exercise? Do you know this, Nehal?
I try to have 2,500 calories per day, but as I said, due to COVID, I just try to stick to my cardio. That's it, because I cannot use a lot of weight because I don't have the you know
Mm.
materials to use them.
Mm-hmm. So you basically try to balance about 2,500 calories a day,
Yeah,
and then you balance it off with the exercise. One thing I've sort of gotten out of this program is even if you eat 2,500 calories a day to maintain your physique in your body, but the thing is, if you eat a little bit more, the question would be for you to take home today would be, why would you eat that? Say if your body requires 2,500 calories, I think it's about 2,000 something, isn't it? Close to under
yeah,
2,500 roughly a day
yeah,
of calories a day. And if you eat that much calories a day across 3 meals, or any other subsequent meals that you would have within that time period, and if you do, then you have to burn it out. Otherwise, you're working hard. I'm a keen person into learning how things go in and how things go out. And I think if you put too much in, then you have to put out, which means you either exercise or you put it on. It stays over
yeah,
there. So, damn, those rotis sound amazing in the morning. Those rotis in the rice in the with the chapati and all that. Sounds good.
yeah.
How can a person lose weight like that, man? It's very difficult. Well, hit up on the salads and hit up all the good things, and we try to bring in. Come back again, Nehal, and if you've got something interesting to share with me, say suppose you've come with a diet plan or something. some nice diet plan. And I didn't want to hit too much hard onto the weight loss, actual process of it, because I could get in touch with you and you could guide them,
Yeah.
because people could take this across as another, people could become serious with things like that without even realize it, that it could be detrimental to them. They could harm themselves if they are not following the right procedures of losing weight. There's certain rules and regulations you have to follow, and it's probably advisable that you follow those rules and regulations. Well, it's been good chatting with you, and all the best for your journey,
Thank you.
and do
Thank you
come
so
back.
much for giving me this platform to share
No
my
problem.
experience as well.
That's always welcome. And if you've got anything new, always welcome. Just hit me up, and I'll take you across, and we'll share the amongst. And if you've got a nice
Yes.
plan, or something as far as a nice meal plan that you've derived that works for a certain particular body type, how much of it, and I think it's very important that those information start going out to those people that are trying to lose weight, or actually to maintain a good health, because there's a high number of cases in Fiji without even people realizing that they've got sugar problem, cholesterol problem, and high blood pressure, which is a killer.
Yeah.
And I think you got to start with the youth, and once they get to know about it, then they'll start teaching their family and friends. Well, kudos to you, and all the best. You take care, and I'll
Thank
keep
you
in
so much.
touch. Thank you. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was Nehal, and he's from Fiji. And obviously, if you've enjoyed that program, do give it a thumbs up and share it amongst your family and friends. If it's too early, you can always watch these amongst your feed. And we will always have an interesting story to share with you. Some stories we could be hitting hard, some a little bit laid back. So yes, Nehal would be coming up with some sort of a plan, some more information, I believe. And if you've got something like that, do hit us up, and I'd like you to let me know. So hit me up, subscribe to my, just press like and share it amongst your family and friends. I'll make this page aware to all the other people that are watching this feed. And as I said, if you've got any other interesting stories, I'm welcome to share it. And I always look for interesting stories. And if you enjoyed this program, thumbs up, share it, and I'll see you on the other side again. So join me tomorrow, which is Sunday. And if you're watching in delayed, you'll see the delayed cast. All the videos just down here. If you scroll down in the feed here, you'll see all those videos that we've been putting out. I'll get you later. Take care. Have a good day. Be blessed, and Vinaka Vakalevu, and Namaskaram.